and King of Wands. He's going to meet somebody. He's going to meet somebody that is very down to earth, sweet, and they get along very well. She might be an Aquarius, and Gemini and Aquarius get along well. And then with Page of Wands, he's going to make that move on her. So I see it. Everybody, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Holly. I'll be guiding you through this tarot reading. I'm going to be talking about a particular hot topic. This is intuitive based, it's not fact based, so please don't treat it as such. So grateful to have you all. Please make sure you subscribe for more. Comment to let me know about the video and like it so it shares to the algorithm. So today this was requested and I'm taking requests from new subscribers. So in the comment section, if you have a video that you want me to do, write subscriber. I'm just going to trust you subscribed so we can grow the community and you can stick around for your reading. So today it's about Chris Evans, and I actually, just before I did the video, because looking at their birthday helps me tap into energies, and I saw that he is a Gemini, and I also saw that he was in Not Another Teen movie, and I used to love that movie, and I didn't really know that much about him, so I don't really know that much about him other than I just saw Not Another Teen movie and his birthday. So I'm coming to this with a fresh perspective on him. He's not my favorite Marvel character, and I'm a Marvel fan, but Captain America just doesn't do it for me. But he seems like a sweet guy. I don't really know much about him, so let's get into it. So his past, his present, and his future I've pulled up, and in the past I get Strength, 7 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like he comes from a family that's very traditionally American, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's actually really cool. You know, people say America doesn't have culture, and I think that's completely wrong. A lot of the world's culture has been influenced by America. So he comes from a very traditional background. You know, I feel like his mother was a heavy influence on him. I can feel she has very sweet energy, and he just seems like a very respectful person. He was raised to be respectful. I get that his dad might have been in like military or something. Like I get military, something like that, and I think that might have inspired his want to be in action type movies. I love comic movies. They're my favorite type of movies. Action movies in general, except if they don't have a good line, a good storyline, then I don't get interested. But I don't know why Captain America doesn't do it for me. But anyways, his present, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and 10 of Wands. Okay, so he might be moving. I feel like he's from Texas. I didn't read about him other than his birthday and that he was in Not Another Teen movie, but I feel like he's from Texas. He might be moving back to his roots. I can feel, and this is happening to a lot of people, because of the shift that's going on, especially with 9 of Cups, it's about nostalgia. Because of the shift that's going on, I feel like a lot of people are becoming more like they used to be. So, for example, if you came from a family that's very traditional and does things a particular way, this is the time when we do that, because a lot of what we do when we're fearful or we're in survival mode is what's instilled in us, and it's usually instilled by our parents. So for the future, Ace of Swords, the Star, and 4 of Cups. Okay, this is sad. It makes me sad because I feel like he wanted to be with somebody and it didn't work out, or he might be with somebody and it's not working out, and he's going to have to admit that. I feel like this person I'm speaking about specifically is a woman. She might be an actress. I get like brunette hair, and like I said, I haven't looked up, I hardly know anything about him other than his birth date, that he plays Captain America and he was in Not Another Teen movie. But I feel like him and this woman had completely different views of relationships. So it was like he wants to be, and I feel like because he's changing and he is becoming more traditional. In fact, before I looked up his birthday, I thought he was a Virgo. So I think he might have Virgo in his chart. He seems very earth-based, and he needs to be around a lot of nature. And I get this person is a very city. The woman he was with or is about to break up with is a very city girl. Very city-driven. Loves to be in the city. I'm a city girl, but I do like nature too. So it's difficult to kind of make that work. And won't work. But I do see with the Gemini energy Ace of Cups, because he's such a loving person, he will at some point meet somebody. I'd say in the next 2 to 3 years, he's gonna meet somebody that he will potentially be with for a very long time, and they're gonna have kids together. So with the Fool, the Sun, moving forward to better things. In fact, I think he's moving to a place. I mean, LA is. I don't know if he is in LA. I'm guessing he is because he's an actor. And almost everyone in Hollywood is an actor. In LA is an actor. It actually kind of annoys me sometimes because I live here too. But I feel as though with the Sun, he has this. He's going to move to like a warmer place. I see Texas for some reason. I feel like he's going to move to Texas. And with the Star, and I wouldn't be surprised because Matthew McConaughey, I get Matthew McConaughey vibes from him. But also from Texas, moved back to Texas. It's very difficult to live in Los Angeles right now because there's so much homelessness and there's a lot of crime. So I understand why people are leaving. So with the Star and King of Wands, he's going to meet somebody. He's going to meet somebody that is very down-to-earth, sweet, and they get along very well. She might be an Aquarius, and Gemini and Aquarius get along well. And then with Page of Wands, he's gonna make that move on her. So I see it working out very well. Once he moves on from this city girl, because he has a big heart, very, very big heart, and he just wants to share with other people. Very sweet. I get sweet energy, respectful. Just a very good guy. I get very good guy vibes. Kind of makes me want to date. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No more actors for me. Okay, so the Justice card and the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like there might be some legal stuff going on. I don't want to get too much into it because I feel like people deserve privacy about legalities. But this might have something to do with Disney, you know, the Scarlett Johansson thing. So the Two of Swords and the Hermit. And I see him branching off and playing different roles moving forward. He's going to play more like the serious. He's changed a lot. I feel like these lockdowns have really changed a lot of us. I don't know anybody who hasn't changed as a person, and granted, change is the only thing that's constant. So I feel like in his position, he's become more grounded and more down to earth and more grateful and more family oriented, and just it's given him perspective to be grateful. And with Five of Wands, I see that because acting, of course, there are other people who can play the role that you play. It creates, I feel like, I've actually dated a few actors, and they've been really, really good, sweet guys, and I've been fortunate because I've heard horror stories. But I think what it does is that it creates this like fear mentality, and in that fear mentality, because you know somebody else can get your job, it kind of makes you, and you see that interacting with a lot of actors, you see that sometimes they are being inauthentic because they have to be, otherwise somebody else, I mean they don't really have to be, but they feel like they have to be, otherwise somebody else will take their spot. And even dealing in relationships too with them, it's kind of like one person in particular, great guy, but I felt like he didn't really have voice himself. He kind of catered to other people as opposed to himself, and I feel like he will discover that about himself too, about how the rat race has affected him. So let me just ask some advice for anybody, for him or somebody that's in a situation like that. What advice? I wish him well. He seems very genuine and hardworking. Okay, grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. So I feel like he really has to mourn that relationship. He's a very private person, I feel like. Almost makes you feel a little bad for doing this. But I feel like once he moves on from this relationship, the idea of it, because we've all been in that circumstance. We have an idea of a relationship versus what it actually is. And when you start to become more in tune with yourself, you realize, hey, a lot of these relationships are not real. So I love you all. Comment, let me know what you think. Take care.